to match the stars. Hollywood 7, Jon English. The Naked Figures, Noeline Brown. Ugly, Dave Raye. Raye. Stuart, Wagstuff. Kate Fitzpatrick. As we play Graham Kennedy's Blankety Blanks. And now here he is, the man with the dancing eyes, Graham Kennedy.
Thank you very much. Good evening and welcome to Blankety Blanks. One of these celebrities is sitting in the secret square. Oh, it's the wrong game. I fell at the first hurdle. Brand new year, brand new show, and tired old compere here. But if you think I'm tired and old, wait till you meet our group of celebrities. No, I shouldn't say that. Jon English is young. Jon, as we talk, you're making an album.
That's correct, yes. Right, as now.
For Polydor.
Yes.
Noeline, where are you
Well, I've just come back from Europe.
Was it lovely?
It was lovely. We ate our way around the Mediterranean.
Did you, darling?
Didn't see
any weight.
Oh, I'm sitting on it.
Noeline, I remember Noeline back in the early days, and you were very, well, should we say buxom?
That was when I got back from England the last time.
What happened to them?
I sold them.
Dave Gray is having a big smash in Melbourne radio.
And I've got an album coming out next week.
Dave? Have you really?
Yeah, I really have.
Tell me about
It's
it.
called Grey and Spicy on the Crest label.
Oh, I didn't know. Listen, we all felt for you and the young doctors when you had a heart attack last week.
I know, but I'm still here, you see.
Yes, well, welcome to Blankety Blanks.
Thank you.
The lovely Raye is here, one of my favourite people. I have been watching Carol since the Mavis Bramston show, which makes me at least 42.
Thank you, Graham.
I was going to say something nice. You don't realise when our friend said about his heart attack that it's me and the young doctors who gives it to him.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, it's awful. Everybody will hate me. They'll hate me.
We don't hate you.
Can I just say very quickly, too, that you look divine, and I'm mad about that waistcoat.
Are you really?
It's got a little pleat. Oh, look, it's got a pleat.
Oh. Carol, what about ripping it off me?
Pleat?
Promise. And the big thrill of it all, Stuart Wagstuff's still alive. I'm not sure. And the lovely Kate Fitzpatrick is here. Kate, you've got a movie on in Sydney town anyway.
Yeah, Summer of Secrets, but I'm unemployed.
Unemployed actors and actresses. I think everyone thinks that because you're an actor or an actress that you're constantly employed. Graham Blundell, a famous Australian actor, and I suppose you'd say our top box office attraction in this country since he made the Alvin films. Did I accidentally do a bluey? Top, all I said was top. Oh, yeah. Graham is a gardener during the daytime. Isn't that terrible? Everyone thinks we're working flat out, and we're not. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Blankety Blanks on the O10 network, and I want you to meet our two contestants. First of all, our champion. Of course, there can be no champion because this is our first game, but we tossed a coin before, and it fell on Ian Bamford. Ian, tell us the Ian Bamford story.
I'm a company rep, Graham. I'm married. I've got 2 children.
What company?
Simpson Pope.
Simpson Pope! Listen, I have this air conditioning at home, which I paid $8,000 for, and it doesn't work.
We bought the last one.
That's right. A smart one. Welcome, Ian. And our challenger tonight is Carol Croxon. Carol, tell us the Carol Croxon story.
I'm 24. I'm married. I've got 2 children.
And you're married? And
I just look after them. Just stay at home.
Well, welcome to Blankety Blanks. Now, because it's our first show, we have to have a challenger, and Carol is our challenger, and because you are our challenger, A or B?
A.
A, right. And in round 1, every match is worth a point. The surgeon said to the nurse, "I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and ask her if her blank is still ticking." I don't know why he sounds like James Mason, but he does. I like that so much I'll do it again, I think.
Please do it.
The surgeon said to the nurse, I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and ask her if her blank is still ticking. There you go, fill in the blank. That's the idea of the game.
You did that so well, I was writing with my cigar and smoking my pen.
Why don't you stick one of them up your nose, Dave? Everyone's writing. Carol's even finished. Stuart's writing. Kate Fitzpatrick is doing the best she can. And everyone is locked in. Carol, the surgeon said to the nurse, I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and see if her blank is still ticking.
A scar.
Her scar. Her scar. Scar is still ticking. What a wonderful opening round. Her scar. I wish you good luck with that one, Carol. But who knows, someone up here may have a scar. I know Dave Raye has got two of them. No, not a cigar.
No,
A scar. Where you had your double hernia. John,
Yes, sir.
I want to read this to you again.
Okay.
The surgeon said to the nurse, I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and ask her if her blank is still ticking.
James Cagley.
No. Well, I wasn't acting that.
Appendectomy.
Ask her if her appendectomy is still working. No, that's all right. It's not a match, though, you see. Noeline, do we have a scar from you?
Oh, no, we don't, but obviously he thought it was a pacemaker when he put it in there, and it's her heart.
Ask her if her heart is still ticking. I think that was probably the answer we wanted most, Dave.
Oh, well, I was going to put appendectomy, but I couldn't spell it. It took me all the time to spell tummy.
Ask her if my tummy is still ticking. Carol, the surgeon said to the nurse, I seem to have misplaced my watch. Phone that patient I operated on this morning and ask her if her blank is still ticking.
Well, I was so carried away with your acting that I could only just put the first thing that came into my head, which was...
Heart. Yes. Stuart, do we have a scar from you?
No, you see, I've only ever been in hospital once, and something was removed that I had very little use for.
Oh, God, yes. My... Kate Fitzpatrick, I hope you can save Carol. She needs a scar desperately.
Oh dear, I'd like to give her some of mine, but no, I don't.
A heart. Yes, I thought heart probably would be that one. Ian, they threw Jeffrey out of the zoo. I'm laughing because I've just seen what I'm going to say. We don't see this first. They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him blanking a giraffe. Stuart.
How tall was Jeffrey?
How tall? No, we don't have any clues there. It doesn't mention his height, Stuart. It just says... Why?
Well, it's very difficult, isn't it?
No, it'll be all right.
Well, I live in Mossman. It's near the zoo.
Oh, of course it is. They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him blanking a giraffe.
Well, that's not easy.
Stuart wanted to know how tall is Jeffrey. I don't see what that's got to do with it.
Very important.
Everyone's in. Stuart's in. And Carol is in. They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo, Ian, when they caught him blanking a giraffe.
Feeding.
Feeding a giraffe. No feeding the animals. You see, I've seen those notices. That works. They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo,
You
John.
don't have to be tall. You can understand to reach, wouldn't he? You
Oh,
see what I mean?
sometimes you can get a giraffe to bend down.
And then
They threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him blanking a giraffe.
must be riding down.
Riding! Riding would be unacceptable in a zoo. Noeline, what was Jeffrey doing?
Well, whenever I think of a giraffe, I think of an enormously long neck. He was necking the giraffe. Wash your hands, Jeffrey.
Wash your hands, Jeffrey. Up your leg, mother.
I wished I'd have said that.
You were about to, that's why I got in very quickly.
I said climbing.
Climbing a giraffe. Climbing a giraffe. Carol, before you rip my clothes off and have your way with me. Carol, they threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him blanking a giraffe.
Well, I like soft furry things, so I think...
We all do, but you can't wrap it.
I think he was...
Stroking a giraffe. I don't know about this. What have I got myself into? They said they're clean show.
Yes.
Stuart, what was Jeffrey doing?
Noeline and I go to the same school because he was also a lady. It was a lady trick.
It was, oh, no,
Yes.
nothing strange about
Of course, no.
Jeffrey. Kate Fitzpatrick, they
Yes.
threw Jeffrey out of the zoo when they caught him what? Feeding!
Do I win?
No, you don't.